I'm Karen. I'm studying applied positive psychology and coaching psychology at the University of East London just now, and I've been learning a lot about mindfulness, and I found it really helpful. It's helped me be more calm and more at peace with myself. So this summer I'm doing some research on how we can use mindfulness with our clothes. So I'm working on the basis that our clothes say something about who we are, whether we like to be smart or creative or just to be really casual. And that to me means that our clothes are actually just an extension of us, an extension of our identity. In psychology it's called enclothed cognition. So how we treat our clothes can actually reflect how we feel about ourselves. If we leave our clothes in a heap on the floor, what's it saying about us, what we think about ourselves? And the mindfulness ritual that I'm going to share with you just now is super easy. It doesn't add any more time to your day. It's not kind of like I'm saying, okay, you've got to take an hour to do some meditation. It's just part of your daily routine, perhaps extended by a few minutes, but that's it. And I find that actually in those short few minutes, I just bring a lot more calm to my evening ritual, and I'd like to share it with you now. So we know that the clothes industry is the second biggest polluting industry in the world. And we also know that a lot of the clothes that we wear are being made in really bad conditions for the workers who work long hours for very little pay. And by actually buying into those clothes, and sometimes it's really difficult not to do that. It's very difficult to know where did these clothes come from, and so often we are actually saying that fashion industry is okay, the fast fashion industry is okay, I'm buying, I'm giving money to it, I'm actually supporting that. This evening ritual will help us become more aware of the clothes that we're wearing, and perhaps help us adopt new fashion practices as well as bring calmness to our lives. The first thing you do is choose a space that you can designate as your changing space. It might be beside your bed, beside your wardrobe, it doesn't matter, as long as it's a space that you can feel calm and bring that calmness. And an extra is that you could bring in a diffuser or a scented candle, something that kind of triggers in your mind, okay, this is a few minutes of calm that I'm bringing to the evening. So once you've identified your changing space, take just a minute to bring calm to that space. So take a deep breath and let it go. And if you want to, if you have the time, then give yourself 3 deep breaths. Plant your feet hip distance apart and just take those deep breaths and release them and bring some calmness into your changing space. Okay, so now remove your first piece of clothing. It doesn't matter what order you do that. But as you remove the garment, use your senses to be aware of it. Use your sense of smell to smell, is there any smell of your perfume or food that you've been cooking, or if you've been in the fresh air. Just be aware of how your clothes smell. Does it make a noise? Is it made of something that rustles, or is it a soft piece of cotton? How does it look, and how does it feel as you remove it? Consider what this garment has done for you during the day. How it's protected you from the weather, how it's represented you as someone that's creative or smart or casual. Did it make you feel smart or casual? Think about this piece of clothing and how it served you. So there's 2 aspects to everything every time you remove a piece of clothing. 1, be aware, and 2, be thankful. That's it. Be aware, use all of your senses to be fully aware of each garment, how it looks, how it sounds, how it smells, how it feels. And be thankful. Be grateful to your clothes for how they've protected you, kept you warm, cared for you during the day. Be thankful for the people who have been involved in producing your clothes. And be thankful to our planet for the natural resources used to create the materials that make your clothes. And finally, be kind to your clothes as you put them away. Whether they need to be folded, to be hung up, or to put into the wash bag, nothing should be left on the floor or hanging off a chair. This is a means of you respecting your clothes but also yourself as you care for yourself in this last action before you go to sleep.